Hello, Facebook friends. It's Lisa Neller here. Welcome to Smart and Social, the new relationship marketing for small businesses, where we help you build on your dreams and develop skills for success. And my website is called thenewrelationshipmarketing.com. And if you go over there, you can find a free ebook titled High Touch, High Tech Marketing for Success. And it's how to maximize the power of networking and social media and high impact marketing together to create more leads and sales and more profits for your business. So head on over there when you get a chance. In the meantime, I am excited to share with you a guest of mine. We have Jane Powers. Hello, Jane. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we are going to talk about how to make money with your message. And Jane's going to answer a bunch of questions. And before she does, I want to give you just a little bio on her. So using her straightforward, big-hearted style, Jane guides thousands to transform their message to money from any platform with her Speak to Profit formula. With decades of successful speaking and coaching, and perhaps most important of all, real life experience founding and running multi-million-dollar businesses, Jane appreciates that success is truly about the power of your message. Entrepreneurs hire Jane to speak with confidence and sell with authority so that they can generate a sustainable sales funnel to easily identify, capture, and close on ideal clients. With nearly 30 years of sales success as a corporate executive and entrepreneur, she brings you everything you need to take advantage of the most powerful marketing tool around, speaking. So Jane, welcome.
Thank you. God, that's impressive. Did I write that? That is awesome.
I thought it was pretty good too.
That's amazing. I didn't know who you were talking about at first.
You're funny. I have to tell you, Jane, I love your last name because you really are a powerhouse. And I'm just thinking like your career was written in the stars or something. So Jane M. Powers, like really? Did you make that up?
I did. I was going to say, do you want to know the truth about my name? I completely made it up. I'm going to tell you, I did it in 1996. I was living in Denver, and I have been speaking since, well, decades. I know that. I don't know if that just made me old or really good, but I've been speaking since 1985, and my first audience were 200 juvenile delinquents. So I knew I had to capture attention otherwise, and I had no self-esteem. So today I'm gonna address all of that. But I was in Denver. I was part of the National Speakers Association, and I was driving home towards the mountains, and I looked and I went, I'm gonna be somebody big someday. I just know it. I'm gonna change my name. And I was driving, and my middle initial is M, and I'm like, Jane M. Powers. So I legally changed my name, and I am not on the lam. I changed my name because I really, truly, I believed that I was brought here to do something very big, and I had to have a name to go with it. So I don't know what comes first. The powerful name drags me into the manifestation, or if I am going to live up to however that works, chicken or the egg. I'm not sure which comes first.
I love that. I was like kidding. I didn't think you really changed your name.
I did.
So listen out there, folks, if you need to change your name to fit with your purpose, your life's purpose, you can do it legally. So thank you for that. That's awesome. So I love one of your taglines, which is get seen, get heard, get sales. And you are about empowering people to create money from any platform. So what kinds of platforms are you talking about?
So there are so many platforms, but let me address first. It's funny because a lot of people, when you're saying I empower people, I absolutely empower people. But what I find is the most value is I actually give definitive steps that you can take to make money from your message. So I empower and teach the practical tools And I know there's so many people that are out in the world of entrepreneurship, and I've done it. We're trying to do every single thing and put it into our bucket of tools, and we have that toolbox, and we're trying to do everything. And I just have a really simple formula. Go out and speak, and then sell. And then once you go out and speak and sell, do it again. Like, that's all you have to do. You go out, you speak, you sell, generate the money, and then start doing other things. So platforms, podcasts. This is a platform that is me speaking, and literally, everybody, this is me speaking to sell. And I'll teach you how we can do that and how you yourself can do that. Podcast, Facebook Live is, the statistics are so big now. They're saying, 80% of anything we do is going to be in video. So we've got to get on video, podcast, Facebook Live, big stages, little stages, networking, one-on-one. Everybody, thinks, I have to speak and I have to have this big stage, and I don't want to do that. One-on-one. I like speaking one-to-many. I like speaking one-to-many. Sales is a numbers game. So if I can have more of an audience listening to my message, and I can help them understand how I can answer that problem for them, it's a much easier process for me. But mastering your message is step number one. It's the very first thing you have to look at.
All right, so that's a great segue, because my next question has to do with the elements of a great message. So whether it's a 20-second commercial, and a lot of us out there are networking, and we find ourselves in networking meetings where we have to impart a message within. I've been to meetings where you got 20 seconds, and I've been to meetings where you have 60 seconds. And on occasion, you get to do a 5 or 7 minute presentation. Sometimes it's 20 minutes, sometimes it's an hour. So what are the elements of a great message?
Absolutely. I get excited. So I will do my best. I am from Chicago originally. We talk fast. And when I get passionate about something, I even go faster. So I will make sure that I am pacing myself, but I won't lull you to sleep, because the biggest part of your message is it must inspire action. I like to say it cannot be boring, confusing, or inconsistent. So let's start out talking about your elevator pitch, as they call it. I call it an intromercial, because it's your intro and it tells exactly what you're doing. So I've coined the phrase, patented the term intromercial, to where when you introduce yourself, people go, I know what you do. I know exactly what you do. So the very first component is you must be in your message. I started out, I worked with Mary Morrissey. I don't know if you know Mary Morrissey. She is the goddess of new thought and spirituality, Bob Proctor. And I remember when I started delivering my message, I was very formal and very, she was a minister, so I felt like I was taking on that type of delivery. And as you can see, I am not unicorns and butterflies. So I'm just not. I try so hard, but I am very direct. I am to the point. And I like to say I'm a bit edgy. So what I like to do is make sure that my clients or you are fully in your message. I've seen people try to go out and deliver a message like me. Well, you can't pull off. You can't be a copycat and authentically deliver what you do. So number one thing that must be in your messaging is you and your personality. The other thing that is vitally important, absolutely important, is your expertise. Your expertise must be in there. And I'll demonstrate my intromercial, and then if you'd like, I can do it. I'll break it down for everybody a little bit so you clearly understand what it looks like. All right, so shall I do that for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so listen carefully, write the components down, and then write your own. Okay, here's what it looks like. I'm going to demonstrate it, and then I'll unpack it for you. So when I go to a networking event, this is 17.5 seconds in length. Now, it might be a little slower because I'm going to pause a bit. So entrepreneurs, hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority, because most are boring, confusing, and inconsistent, and I'm probably the only one who will tell them that. So I help them connect, capture, and close their ideal audience. Bottom line, every time you open your mouth, you have got to be making money. So I say that at every networking event. We have been to luncheons together. If you go to every networking event with me, you will hear me say that exact line, exactly like that. Let me tell you, I'll break it down. First, your expertise, entrepreneurs hire me. What that says is I have a viable business. They hire me. So it's not saying I help. Well, I help. You could be a volunteer. We don't know you have a viable business. So your first step to writing your own is who is your ideal audience? Who is it that hires you, and who do you work with? It could be women, it could be men, it could be executives, direct sales reps. It could be any type of individual. Families hire me. I came from the real estate industry, 15 years as a broker, still am here in the Valley, and you have to know who hires. It could be an investor hires me. So there's a number of different individuals. You've got to find your ideal, what do they call it? The avatar. You've got to find your avatar and who is it that hires you. That's your first step. Now, if you are network, direct sales, many times what I have people say is partner with me. Because they're not necessarily hiring you, but they're partnering with you to have the products, have the results, whatever it looks like. So make sure it feels right for you. If they don't hire you, they partner with you. They align with you. There's so many different words we can put in there. So who hires you?
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, because it confuses a lot of my clients who are direct sales. They're like, well, they don't hire me. And I'm like, what do they do? So, and some, there's so many different words. And the best way to find out your word is thesaurus. Like, seriously, go in and put partner and see if there's something else that you like. But I find partner with me, align are probably the best ones that you can do. So who is it that you work with? Then the next phase. So entrepreneurs hire me. 2, this is the holy grail of your business. This is the utmost, when people work with you, partner with you, they go, for this I came. They're saying this is the answer to my life's biggest problems. So for me, my clients are looking to grow their business. They need to speak with confidence, no matter the platform, 7 seconds, 7 hours, it doesn't matter. They need to speak with confidence and sell with authority. Because everything is sales. That's truly, everything is sales. And I say, if you are not selling, you are not in business. You've got to be selling. And it's not like salesy, like, boy, if I got a deal for you. Like, it's authentic. Here's my answer. It'll solve your problem. Do we move forward?
Yeah.
So, speak with confidence, sell with authority. Right now, you want to know the best way to find out your holy grail, your absolute, this is what I do, is you all have done this at some point, I'm guessing. On a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle. On the left-hand side, put all the pain points that your clients, your customers, all of the pain points they experience. Then, on the right side, put all the benefits you provide. That's how you'll start to write a list. You get a list of 15, circle the top 3, and then narrow the top 2. Here's the key. Go ahead. Question?
No, go ahead. I have a question, but I'll ask when you're done.
Okay. So, your holy grail. Entrepreneurs hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority. So that's the holy grail. People hear that and they go, I need that. I hate sales, or I don't know how to speak. I'm scared to death. Then this is key. The word because always comes next. It's what's called a pattern interrupt. It interrupts the brain to say, hey, something new is coming. Listen up. And you know what I do sometimes if I'm networking one-on-one, I'll say, because, and sometimes I'll lean in a little bit and I'll go, because you see these people here at this networking, most of them are boring, confusing, and inconsistent. And they think I'm gossiping about somebody, and the people will listen. Now, I will say it from stage because it's just how I am. So what are the pain points? Write in there because, and you want to state the pain points. Most people will go very much into detail about how they do it, and all you want to do is because you're boring, confusing, and inconsistent, because you are unhealthy, sleepy, and you are wasting your life away. Okay, my words, again, you have your languaging in there, but come up with, don't make it markety, don't make it fancy schmancy, just make it real life. I'm telling a best friend, listen, you are wasting your life away, or, you are, you're invisible, you have no opportunity for exposure online, that type of thing. Okay, so because pain, pain, pain. Then the next pattern interrupt is so. So I help, and mine is I help you connect, capture, and close your ideal audience. You put down 3 benefits, not features, not how you do it. We don't care that you do tapping. We don't care that you do EMDR. We don't care that you do, a secret potion. Nobody cares. I just want to know what is the result of our work or the product or service you offer. So go into that. First is, why are you so great? Because people hire me. What is the Holy Grail? And then the pain points of what you do.
And what's that thing you called in the middle? The pause of the
pattern interrupt.
Pattern interrupt?
Yes. It's called a pattern interrupt. It interrupts the pattern of listening. Because if I went like this, entrepreneurs hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority because most are boring, confusing, and inconsistent. I am staying on the same pattern. Now I've lost them. So you've got to trigger the brain to listen. And those are power words, actually. They're transitioning your thinking and your listening.
Because and so and things like that.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yes. And if you're doing it from stage, if you're doing it from a certain platform, like you even saw when I did mine, I would say, entrepreneurs hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority. And then I get sort of casual because most are boring, confusing, and inconsistent. And I usually pause pretty good before because I'll say because, and everybody looks, they're like, because why? Like we're used to our brain saying, because why? So you want to trigger that brain to listen. But don't lose them after you say because. If you're like, because, what we can do is do this, and they go through and it's, it's over-explaining. Sometimes you'll listen to people, have you done this? You're at networking, or they do the 60-second, and you're like, I still don't know what they do. That is the death of a networker. You never want the crowd. Who say that?
Now, I've heard you say this, and this is in reference to people in direct sales. Because a lot of people in networking events will say, I represent XYZ company. You're saying, no, don't do that, right? Like, no. What's wrong with that?
Well, okay. I mean, what the truth is, we all network market. Like, it's called sales. Honestly, I have been in sales for over 30 years, and we recruit people to refer us. When I was in real estate, I had referral business. We recruit people to refer us. That's network marketing. But what we're missing is, here's what happens. And I love my direct sales, my network marketing folks, but the minute you say, oh, I'm a direct sales, or I have this product line, or I do, people go what? They run because they're like, oh God, network marketing. Because they're like, you want a part-time position? No, so I say, don't do that, because if you want to sell a product, then say, I think I was at one the other day, somebody said, well, I'm with Melaleuca, or I'm, send out cards, right? We have all of them. And people go like, oh God, oh, yeah, I never sent anybody a card. Like, they're already giving you objections. Yeah. I had the most brilliant encounter with an individual that I had no clue. And man, I sat there, I was in awe. I had no clue that it was direct sales or network marketing. And it wasn't deceiving. It was presented in a way that I heard benefits and my pain, and I did not hear until way at the end of the conversation did I hear the product that it was. So, for example, Judy O'Higgins, who is a dear client of mine, is in Send Out Cards. Tracy Bogan also Send Out Card. This was pre-working with her. But what I taught Judy was to be the follow-up specialist. Come up with a system that happens to include Send Out Cards, because truly, yeah, that's what you're doing. This whole show, it's new relationship marketing. I don't go, oh, send out cards. I go, I want a relationship and I want to market. So it's how do you approach that without having people turn and run? Now, and here's the thing, truth be told, they do the same thing with coaches. Well, I'm a business coach. Why are you and everybody else? So you've got to find, why do you uniquely stand out? What makes you unique? And what is the Holy Grail? Like, what is the sexiest thing about what you offer that nobody else can do? I have no idea what the original question was, but did that answer it?
It sure did. And I think that question was, what are the key elements of a great message? And you answered that so succinctly. And you gave us exact words to use and a format, like you said, a strategy and a format for knocking that out. And you know what I noticed about your message is that you memorize it. Like, you go in and you know what you're saying every single time. This is not something you can go in, cold and do, right? You have to practice this.
Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah, absolutely. You have to memorize it. And let me come back. I'm going to answer a little bit about delivering your message. So that's a formula that takes a little bit different thinking. I'm going to give the basis, the overview of how do you deliver a message. So remind me to come back to that. But
okay.
But what's really important is memorize. I write talks for people. That's my Speak to Profit. How do you get on a platform, deliver a talk that sells? And when I write a talk for someone, I'm like a ghostwriter. I interview them. I get your talk. You'll memorize it. Believe it or not, I used to just go on stage and I'd have an idea of what I'm saying. And what I learned is, and I'm a pretty good speaker. I've been doing it a long time. I'm a pretty good speaker. What I found as I created my formula was I was losing a lot of money because I was not your talk has to ramp up to the sale, whether it's free or free. It does not matter. It's got to ramp up and take your audience with you to the point of action. When you are winging it, there's no path. It's like driving to New York and deciding you're just going to take every turn that you feel like. Well, it's going to take you a long time to get there. You've got to have a destination. It's got to be a path that takes you and your audience. So it is very important to memorize. Mine used to be entrepreneurs hire me to unleash the world-class speaker in them. And then I get to the end, so I help them speak with confidence, sell with authority. And people are like, you do sales? And I'm like, that's all I do. So I flipped it around. So it evolves consistently. In reference to speaking, it is very important that here are the components of delivering your message. You must, number one, position me. So position yourself as the expert. Position them. So position your audience. Position your audience and what's their problem? What's the pain? What are they suffering with? Position them. I call it poking the bruise. I say to people, you're boring, confusing, and inconsistent, and most of you don't even know it, and I'm the only one who will tell you. I can't tell you how many times I have people come up to me and they're like, I'm a great speaker. And then I see them speak and I think, doggone it, how do I nicely tell them they can ramp up some of their skills? So people don't always realize their pain. And if they don't, obviously that's not your ideal audience or your ideal client, but you want to help them to be aware of their pain in the positioning them. Then you must have a call to action. Let's get together, check this out, come here, do this, and get on a call with me. Test, give a sample, whatever it is, you've got to have something for them to act on because you have to do that to be of service to your audience. If I sat there and went, oh my God, like this this interview, if I just said, okay, good luck to you, go out and write your own infomercial, people will hate me. I would hate me. I'd be like, it's confusing. So my call to action is to support my audience. And we'll get to that if you at some point let me know when you'd like me to do my offer to the audience. But you must offer a solution if you're going to poke the bruise. You can't just poke the bruise and then go, okay, good luck to you, and hope they come back.
Right.
Always got to ask for the sale.
So I had a question here. I think you've answered it, but if you want to tease it a little bit more, let me know. Do choice of words and arrangement of words make a difference in a message? Have we covered that?
Yeah, it's really, again, position me always comes first. Okay. I could never get up, because here's an example. If I got up and said, you people are boring, confusing, and inconsistent, it would be like, you are an idiot. Like, I would be an idiot if I did that. Or you get up and you go, you people are tired, lazy, and wasting your lives away. If I position myself first as the expert, entrepreneurs hire me to speak with confidence and sell with authority. Not a lot of people can do that, so immediately they're saying, all right, she knows what she's talking about. So,
and they're open. They're ready to listen to you.
They are. So position yourself. Now, on a bigger scale, if you're speaking from stage, and I've written talks 2 minutes that have closed $80,000. I do not lie. I've done 5-minute talks that have closed 6 figures, and I've done hour talks and a number. When you are doing a little bit longer talk, you want to position yourself differently. Like I say, I've created 2 multi-million-dollar businesses, which I have. I've created a 6-figure coaching business under 11 months. What that's saying is, I know my stuff, and I'm going to teach you how to do it. Must position yourself first. Must then help the audience understand you are the solution to their problem.
Dang, you are giving us some really good stuff today, Jane. I'm excited. What are some of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make when growing their business?
They try too many things. It's a matter of, okay, I'm going to do this online, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go out, and then I'm going to get really solid in who you are, what you stand for, what is your message, go out, deliver the message, and then sell. And again, it doesn't matter how you deliver that message, but you've got to be out there articulating. You can develop online business, don't get me wrong, but you still have to have a clear message to stand out on the noisy internet. But the biggest problem is most people are doing way too much, get confused, overwhelmed, and I'll tell you, it's a matter of opening to the possibility of who is out there that needs what I have, and not try to sell to everybody. I've got somebody who constantly comes back trying to sell to me, and I'm like, I am not your ideal client. You're wasting time. So just don't do everything, and get clear on your message. That is obviously, and I don't have a slouchy business. I have a sizable business, and it's based on people. I just got a website not too long ago. I just got branded maybe a year and a half ago. I had no website, and I've been doing this about 6-7 years. And my first year, I made 6 figures. Nothing. I barely had a consistent business card. So you have got to get in your lane and don't waver from that. And be so precise about what your brilliance is so people have no question.
Well, and that's a whole other topic, because a lot of people don't see their own brilliance. So that's a topic for another day, but I get that. What are some of the fastest ways to generate leads?
Fastest way to generate leads, I'm telling you, and I hate to keep saying it, but this is what I stand for. Go out and speak. Go out and speak anywhere and everywhere. You don't even have to be in front of your ideal audience. Speak for the sake of speaking, because the more you speak, the more you speak. I'll go out and speak once, I'll get 5 referrals. Some of them may not be ideal, and I'll say no to the right ones, but get out and start delivering your message. Do workshops, fill your own room, or go to a room that is full. That's really the best way, is start asking for people, how can I support you? And have an exchange of your brilliance.
That's awesome. All right, let's talk about you for a minute. What
My
was your
favorite
biggest
subject. What?
What was your biggest challenge, Jane, in growing yourself and your business?
Isn't that sweet that you say what was your biggest challenge? I love that. I would like to say that was my challenge and I've got it all mastered. But every day, I don't care how much you're making. And like I said, I'm a multi-six-figure producer. I've had multiple million-dollar businesses. And I swear every day I wake up and I question if I am going to get another client, or if I am that good, or if I am, we all have, many have the imposter syndrome. So I go in and end up every day I have to remind myself that I am the expert. I am worthy of that. Because many of us have grown up in a complicated, family, or we've been told something. I grew up the kid that was told I was fat, dumb, and stupid. So my entire life I thought, yeah, maybe I'm not smart enough to do this. And every day I have to remind myself of who I am and what my brilliance is. And quite frankly, I have to remind myself every day that I need to be instead of do. So my greatest challenge, and every one of my clients, they run into this as I do, every day is one more obstacle to expand who we are in a greater awareness, in a greater beingness. So it's every day I have to remind myself, you know what, today is my day and I get to create what I choose to create. My day does not have me, I have my day. And I think that's my biggest challenge, has not been selling. I can go out and sell. It's funny, I had a business partner for like a minute and she goes, why don't we, you want to do a program? I came back, I swear, within a couple of days, I said, okay, I have 10 people. She goes, we don't even have a program yet. And I go, that's right, I sold 10 people, we'll get the program. So sales, not an issue. But understanding my own sense of worthiness is probably the biggest thing.
Wow, and I bet a lot of people can relate to that.
Many.
What can you offer? What might you offer my tribe so that they can get seen and get heard and get more sales?
Okay, this is awesome because I'm a giver. I love giving all kinds of goodies away. So I'm going to do two things that I know it will support everyone. So can you see this if I hold this up?
I can.
Okay, so go to letstalkimpact.com. So letstalkimpact.com. If you go to that site, don't go to my site, go to letstalkimpact.com. You will be able to register to my event for free. You come as Lisa's guest, you don't pay, you come as my guest. It's a $1,000 workshop. It is a workshop. I will not talk until your butts go numb. You will actually be doing a workshop format. There's the link. Go to that, click the link, and get registered. September 28, 29, and 30. It's at Tempe, Arizona, right off of the 60 and Rule at Embassy Suites. It is going to be intromercial. We do a workshop, a full workshop around your intromercial, your talk, sales, and I dare anyone to try to throw an objection at me that I can't overcome because I've yet to be stumped yet, and I love doing sales objections. And we'll have some video, we'll have a number of different things that we can workshop. So come prepared to learn and implement. If you register before September 1st, you are invited into the Impact Implementation Series. 3 calls with me, 90 minutes. I'll coach you on everything you learned. Today, if you want to go out, figure out where you can go to speak, go to yourspeakersuccesskit.com. So yourspeakersuccesskit.com and download where to go. So it's you get booked today, 29 fail-proof booking tips, and you have an opportunity to connect with me on the calendar. So you go to Your Speaker Success Kit, you'll get a ton of places where you can go to speak. But I'm gonna tell you, I'll teach you how to get booked at the workshop. And here's the biggest mistakes a lot of people, entrepreneurs make. They're like, well, I can't afford 3 days to be out of the office. Get out of the office. Get into a workshop. And I'm not saying go to every workshop. I'm saying go to my workshop. And here's why. Just like with this call, I believe in filling you up with information that is practical, simple, and you can implement. So that's what you'd get 3 days with me hanging out. And then I give you all the formulas and a lot of the programs that I have. And I'll tell you, it's fun. Because if it is not fun, I'm actually leaving. Like, I will leave the room. That's all there is to it. So bring your fun factor, bring an open mind, and leave at home that I've tried that and it doesn't work itis. Leave all that behind and go to letstalkimpact.com, hang out with me. And if I do not answer your question, your money back.
That's a pretty fair deal, I think. I want to ask you one more thing, and I hate to backtrack, and I'll let you plug that again. But I mean, you know, this is a skill, right? Like sales is a skill. Like some people are shy. They don't feel like they have this skill set or whatever, but it can be learned, right?
Oh, here's the best people the best salespeople are the shy people. The best salespeople are the ones that don't have a whole lot of words. I tend to use a lot of words. And people that are shy, people that don't have the energy like I do, and there's not a lot, they're far superior at sales. Sales is not let me say my philosophy around sales, it is not a skill set. It is the ability to have a conversation. My business partner, it just cracks me up. She'll get on a call, a sales call. She listens, she reflects, she closes the deal. Like, it's a matter of listening, and she hates sales, but she listens, she reflects, and invites them to say yes to themselves. So yeah, I can teach anybody to speak. I can teach, even if they have a fear of speaking, 50% of your speaking will go away when you have the right formula for your talk. 50% of the sales go away when you figure out your own story. I'm a mindset expert, so day one, I will get into that little mind of yours, flip it upside down. Yep, we're going to do a little surgery and send you out with a different mindset. You'll walk out a very different person.
Well, that's fabulous. So once again, it's going to be, you want to send them to your speaker successkit.com and then letstalkimpact.com is your event that's coming up in September.
Correct.
Right?
And I would say that's probably the best one because at the event, I will get you the Speaker Success Kit. So if you just go to Let's Talk Impact, that's the absolute best link that you can go to because you'll be able to connect with either myself or my team.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Jane, you've taught me a lot today, and I'm excited to go back and actually watch this again because I tried to take notes, but I thought that would be kind of rude if my head was down like this the whole time. So I'll come back and watch and listen again, but thank you so much. What a lot of value. Thank you.
My pleasure. Absolutely. My pleasure. So just keep in mind, everybody, your message is absolutely the way to money. You've got to take your message, articulate it so clearly that people know exactly what you do and they're throwing money at you.
Good stuff, everybody. Thank you for being here today and watching. If you're watching the live broadcast, we're so happy that you've been doing that. And if you're watching the recording of it, thank you for doing that. Again, head over to thenewrelationshipmarketing.com, get your free ebook, High Touch, High Tech Marketing for Success, and connect with me on Facebook. Say hello. Thanks again, and have a wonderful day. Oh, and share this video, please. If you found value in it and you know someone who will find value in it, please spread the word. Thank you.